Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For over 100 years, IMS has been making motorsport history and producing legends. The Brickyard is about to make history again. For the first time, the Speedway is opening its doors to SVRA and 700 amateur vintage race car drivers and their cars, making this inaugural event the largest vintage racing gathering ever held in North America. Add to that a feature race that pairs some of the biggest names to ever race at Indy with amateur owner-drivers of these pristine vintage muscle cars. This is a dream come true for vintage drivers, and SVRA has made it possible.
Like, this is the holy ground. Nobody gets to be on this besides the Indy 500 for so many years. So it's like a virgin track. And we get to be here. It's unbelievable.
It gives me chills just to talk about it. I mean, the experience has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. The track is awesome. I mean, what a difference it makes. Of course, I did not want to lap my wife, so on the last lap, I just pulled up behind her.
We had a great run this morning, and it was fun to see him out in our car today. For me, this is all a midlife crisis thing. I started to drive when I was about 47 years old, and I'm racing at all classic tracks, and Indy is the holy grail of racing in America, and just to be paired up with one of the greats is a dream come true. It's fantastic.
I love the place. I was telling Gary, I've done Formula One, I've run Monaco, I've done 24 Hours Le Mans, I've done Dakar, I've done World Rally Championship, but there's nothing like this place.
Look right at this guy, Clark. I didn't know that many existed in the United States that weren't in the junkyards by now. Barney and I were talking about it earlier, and it's amazing the amount of old cars, and a lot of them we can actually recognize and see.
The one thing I asked was that I get a fast car, and I just went over to sit in my car. It's a 1969 Stingray Vet, and Pete Clute is the owner and my amateur driver. And I asked him, as a car, have you driven the car on the track and so on? He goes, oh yeah, it's running really good. As a matter of fact, it's sitting on the pole for his race. So I go, all right, we did good.
I got a call from Tony Porello, and they said, well, we're going to do this event at Indy. And I thought, do these guys need a tax write-off? Because they're going to put us in their cars and act like we're going to drive around there and wave to the crowd.
What I need from these drivers, the pros especially, today is Sunday. I want you to be religious with this equipment. I don't care what you believe in. I want you to shepherd these cars through this race without putting a scratch on them. This is not about winning. Just this one time, it's not about winning. It's about putting on a show.
First lap, the group comes down into turn one, and Peter Clute, who is Al Jr.'s partner, takes the early lead into turn one, followed by a field of beautiful vintage muscle cars producing a sound these walls haven't heard in quite some time. Now we're 3 laps in, and Peter is followed closely by Sean Ryan, who is with Buddy Lazier as the field comes into a difficult turn 7. Edward Savagian gets hit by Jim Gallagher, bringing out the yellow.
Good. Got a couple laps in the car. We had a strategy planned ahead of time. We got a full course yellow. I was coming in, put Buddy in the car, so it's all up to Buddy now.
What do you think about your chances so far?
Well, he's got to bring her home, and I think we got the best driver out there right now, so that's good.
220.
But hang on a second. Like, all those guys have come in, right? How are they ahead?
Scott Goodyear stays in his car, electing not to pit, and he takes the lead on the green flag. Buddy Lazier is on a rampage, and Al Jr. has put himself into third place. And look at this, SVRA driver Jim Cottle is making a move to pass Scott Goodyear. You know that's got to feel good. Willie T. Ribbs is coming up behind Jacques Lazier in that number 7 Camaro and gives him a little nudge to let him know he's there. Jim Cottle, now in first, is getting passed by Little Al on the back straight as they come into turn 7. And now we've got Eliseo Salazar coming down the back straight, methodically moving up the field. And PJ Chesson spins right behind him. Jacques Lazier in 6th place, passing the 234 of Robbie McGahee, but Eliseo Salazar gets him on the inside. Eliseo Salazar is putting on a clinic out there. What's this? Jim Cottle is actually trying to pass Little Al, and wow, what a great move. I wonder if he's thinking, I just passed Al Unser Jr. Eliseo now in 3rd place has SVRA driver Kurt Vogt right on his tail. Look at that, that is racing. Jim Cottle takes turn 1, followed closely by Al Jr. Willie T still desperately trying to pass Jacques on turn 1, but look at this, Jacques overshoots the corner and now has to take the escape route. Can he get out in time? There goes 3rd and 4th place. Willie T passes him for 5th place on the last half lap. Now Jim Cottle and Kurt Vogt, 2 amateurs trying to catch Al Jr. They both come in hot, and oh, Kurt loses control, forcing Jim out wide, and Jim loses control, spinning, just missing Kurt. Looks like Jim's gonna recover, and Willie T just missed the back of Kurt's car. Jim is back in the race. And now Kurt gets his car back, but has lost many positions. And here we go, folks. Little Al takes the checkered flag. How fitting is that? That Al Unser Jr. wins again at Indy, followed closely by Eliseo Salazar. And Willie T. Ribbs, driving Tony Perella's car, gets 3rd place.
Don't you ever whine about my outrage.
I love you. I love you, babe.
You drove the shit out of me.
I was learning as fast as I could.
Get in there, Gary.
Hey, congratulations. My teammate did a hell of a job. He handed me a good horse, and we rode it. Put it away wet, baby.
Well, it was an honor to get to drive with Willie T today. I've been watching him since I was a little kid.
It feels great. It feels great. Anytime you win at Indy, it's a good day, no matter what. I think you know, Pete and his crew did a fantastic job preparing the car, and you know, it was a great day at Indy, and this whole event with all the cars here that have been running. You know, I want to congratulate everybody that came here to this first historical event at Indy, and I think everybody's a winner that participated.
Last time I was here, I was 3rd in the Indy 500, but you know, there's no podium, so what better way to be 2nd in the podium, you know, with an icon like Willie T and a big idol like Little Al.
I got a phone call at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they told me what car I was in. And I got in it for the race. I had never sat in it until it was time, till my teammate jumped out of it, and he said, "After you, my dear." And as a matter of fact, I don't even have racing socks on. Just bare feet, no underwear. I'm driving, no, I'm serious. I'm driving commando.
Commando.
All the way.
Right, no Hans device, no balaclava, nothing.
It was great to be back at Indy. I mean, you know, we were here on the road course in the first F1 race, and so driving backwards on the straightaway really didn't surprise me at all. You know, we were kind of used to it, and then hooking up with Peter Kloot was just a dream come true. His '69 Vet is awesome fast, and so we had a great time with him.
They were racing. We were racing. There was no, at the drivers' meeting, we were, you know, sort of told that, hey, this is a show, not a race, and don't lean on each other. Huh. Nobody listened because everyone was racing their ass off.
It was awesome.
So tell me about it.
We finished 6th. Started, I think, 20th.
Something like that.
Had a good start, had a good pit, and then just attrition.
She started off and kept passing everybody. I was letting her get a head start.
We had a really good start. I think we took maybe 5 positions in the start, and then we had a really good strategic pit. I think everybody pitted a little early or a little late. We pitted right at the right times.
I think you'll agree, Mark, right? That it's just phenomenal how they put this stuff together and got basically 2 people who never knew each other before. Absolutely. And I think it's going to develop, you know, and it'll continue to go.
Don't get me wrong, I'd have loved to get up on the podium at Indianapolis, no matter what event it is, you know, but having said all that, it didn't tarnish my weekend. I had a fantastic time.
Matter of fact, you want to do it next year?
Deal.
Done deal. You have it. You have it. Deal. Done deal.